Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Listen, I'm probably going to be wearing the same thing in quite a lot of videos because this is comfy and I'm cold and I'm trying to hide these things because they are super engorged. Hi, how are ya? Thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm Chelsea. You know that, I know that. Let's go ahead and hop into it. But before we do that, you should like and subscribe and comment and do all that. Today we are learning about the Young Living do's and don'ts of business. I can't wait because as a business owner myself, as a boss babe, as a hustle girl boss babe, I need to know the do's and don'ts of business so I can be more successful. So that's what we're doing today. All right, let's get into it. Before we fully get into it, two quick disclaimers. I don't know this person. I don't need to, nor do I want to. I'm sure they might be a nice person. They could not be. Who knows? Who cares? This is just the example. They put this stuff on the internet. Therefore, am I saying I'm the consequence for you putting stuff out on the internet publicly? No, but also yes. The boy is under, not my son, he's still in my uterus, but Wiggum is under my desk. You're probably gonna hear him. I've said it before in a couple videos, but since I am pre-filming content, it's June right now. He is absolutely not leaving my side and sniffling and snortling and won't leave me alone because we are getting closer and closer to the due date. So that's that on that. Let's get into it.
How are you? I have missed being in here and chatting with you guys, and I talk some on the Zooms, but I know that sometimes the Zooms are hard for everybody to get on live, and so I thought I would pop in here and see if I could catch some of you and get in here and hear from you, as well as share a few things with you. So if you didn't see, I posted our new ranks for April and our enrollers for April, and I just want to say a huge congratulations to all of you who worked so hard and just chat with you a little bit, because you guys know this is what I do. I want to talk to you for real about what is going on and what you are thinking and how you are doing. But what I'm hearing from a lot of you is this. Tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. I always want to know. But this is what I continue to keep seeing and hearing. You guys really want this business, but you guys are asking yourself a lot if you can do this, and if it's really going to work for you, and if you can really make it happen, and all of those things that go along with that. So I want to make sure that you know kind of what is working and what is not working, so that you don't look at other people and do this thing of, oh man, it works for them, but not for me, or whatever else that is. So I want to speak confidence into you and share with you the very practical things that you can do and that anyone can do that I am seeing working in this, because more than ever before, I am seeing this work for every kind of person in every kind of way that they want to share. I am seeing massive success in every type of sharing. It's like, you know how I love this about fashion right now. Have you noticed how used to, like, you had to wear one kind of jeans, but right now you go into Madewell or somewhere like that and there's jeans in every single style, and it's just like,
That didn't really make sense. She's just saying that she's going to talk about the do's and don'ts of business, but then she just said that, like, to tell you what is going to work for you, but what won't work for you. But then she was also just saying that this works for all types of people, and there's, not one way to do it. It's truly one of my favorite things, not only the contradictions that just keep happening, but then just to see like everyone flailing, not failing, but truly flailing, and like they don't know what to do. And of course, the reason why, in my opinion, would be because what you're supposed to do is recruit people. But it's like, well, how do you do that and keep them, that retention rate and make it sustainable while trying to attain? I know I keep saying sustainable and attainable all the time, I know, but still, like, how do you maintain that and keep people in when what you're doing and what the person above you is telling you to do isn't actually working? Because it's not gonna work, because everyone fails at it. Not everyone, but the failure rate is so high.
what jeans do you want? What jeans look good on your body? Do you want skinny jeans? Do you want flare jeans? Do you want wide jeans? Do you want boyfriend jeans? I love that. I love the fact that we can wear all the jeans right now. I think that's amazing. And that is what I feel like in our business right now. Which jeans do you want? Like, you can make it work because people are honestly shopping and sharing and doing things in all different ways successfully. And that is really encouraging. But it also does put you in a place where you're like, what should I do? And let me just tell you, before I start with the 3 things, the thing that will be the most successful for you is what you do and keep doing, hands down. Like, somebody could be massively successful doing something else, but if you just hate it, you're not going to be successful doing it. It's going to be the thing that you get in there and you do it repeatedly and you get excited about it.
But you're still not telling them what to do and how to recruit people and how to retain people on your team. You're just telling them to be consistent. Consistent at what? Something that you do and something you get excited about. But like, tell me what to do. Imagine how lost people feel in this MLM. Like, no wonder people suck at this. Not suck at this, but no wonder people like fail at this because dummies like this leading them. Like, my God.
Excited about every part of it. Nobody's excited about every part of what they do. Think about one of the best and biggest and most amazing callings in the world: to love people, to love your kids, to be a mom, to be a spouse, to be a friend, right? We love those things. We want to do them. Are we always excited about everything that goes with that? Not really. When you love being a mom, but you get puked on and it's not fun. You love taking care of your family, but doing laundry all the time is not amazing. This business will be the same. You won't love every bit of it, but pick a way that you are on fire about sharing with people, that you're making life different for them, and keep doing it. Do it and watch people and watch how they respond and do more of the things that they respond to, and just really let it sink in that you have the ability to change lives both with the product and with the business. Okay, so 3 things that are working. Let's go over this. 1, I think everyone's hearing this: regular in-person classes. Now, I'm going to clarify something. I said regular in-person classes, not stabby in-person classes, regular in-person classes. The ones where you keep having them and you're consistent.
And another video, I think it was like an Instagram story or something that we reacted to. The girl was saying, and she's in Young Living, she was saying that she was like frustrated because she like wasn't doing good, or I think it was that her team wasn't doing good. And she was saying that she wants all of them and her to do the like meetups and the classes and like the in-person and it's like, why are y'all going back to that? It's just home parties rebranded. It's so weird. And then she even said people want it because it's about community. And then she flipped and she was like, oh, but when I wasn't pushing the sale and pushing like the close, like I was realizing like, oh, I'm just spending money and like I'm not like actually being able to like sell people, and so like it's not benefiting my business. And so like, no, it's okay, so it's not about community, it's all about the sale, which is fine, sure, but then don't say it's all about community when it's clearly not. Like, what are you doing?
And there's not very many people coming at first, so you keep meeting, and all of a sudden somebody else comes, and then they tell a couple more people, and then they come, and then you find a different place to have it that works for more people, and so more come, and then you pick a different night or a different day, and like, oh wow, all of a sudden all these other people can come, and then you serve tacos, and more people come, and you just keep trying things and talking to people and figuring out what they want to hear about and what they want to know and where they want to go. And you don't give up, because the people are out there, the people are lonely, the people want to hang out, they want to do the things, they need lots of reminders. I just got a text reminder from somebody like, hey, I know you were thinking about this. Did you remember this? Our brains are in all the places. So having the in-person classes is so much about the reminders and the follow-up and the, hey, did you remember that we were going to do this? Do you still want to come? Do you need the information? Just a reminder. That is the huge part of the work, more than the actual work of having the class, is the actual work of keeping it on people's radars until the day of the class. That is the big part of the work right now. Regular in-person classes are working. We have amazing classes, start to finish, built out for you in the app. Right now, let's see, at this point, we have a class about the premium starter bundle. We have a class about thieves. We have a class about skin. And this next month's class that we just launched in the app this week that I'll be talking about on tonight's Zoom call is a class on emotions, and it is fantastic. And there is so much interest. We already have so much interest in the emotions challenge for next month because this is where people are and this is what they need. So second thing that's working, sharing your life and what you love consistently.
I have a little notes app thing up here so I can take notes during this call because I don't like write. It changed don'ts to donuts. So it says young living do's and donuts. I love that. Be consistent. That was the first thing, which like wasn't actually one of the things she was like her like steps. It was like before that. And then frequent in-person events. So she was saying the monthly classes that we have, but I don't think it's once a month. I think she's saying that they have 3 different types now of monthly classes. So that would be 3 a month. If you're one of the people who's hosting this, you're putting money towards it. You have to rent out a space. You have to pay for stuff. You have to pay for the food. You have to pay to have like bundles and stuff in person so that people can buy them if they want. For not only frequent in-person events, that's frequent in-person expenses. And they can say all day long, oh, well, it's a business expense. Great, cool. That doesn't justify like the spending. You still have to spend the money. The money is coming from somewhere. It's coming from guess who? You. And then oversharing on social media consistently. If you're not ready to share certain information and you haven't like gone through the motions of like treatment or therapy regarding that and like done that mental and emotional type of work, that can be detrimental to your healing process if you're sharing before you're ready. And unfortunately, that's what happens a lot in MLMs.
So it's not, we can't hole up, guys. This is a business where we have to be with other people and we have to talk to other people. And you can do it in person, you can do it online, you can do it on Instagram, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it over text, you can do it with your friends, you can do it at the ball field. It doesn't matter. But you have to be in people's lives, talking to them, sharing things, talking about what's hard, talking about what's good, talking about what's working, and you have to be listening to them, and you have to be consistently in some way being a part of solutions in their lives and just sharing the things that you love. That is still working for people. I promise you, we don't realize how far we go between actually doing that. And I'm talking to myself. I have had a lot of my conversations have been in person in the last little while. Y'all, there is not a person I end up in a conversation with that doesn't end up asking me a question that leads to a conversation about oils that leads to them asking me for something. It is crazy. It takes literally this much effort and we end up there. So if we will have those conversations, then we will continue to have opportunities to share. And it is so awesome to see the ways that people need this and what we have to offer them.
If you're having a real connection with someone and a real conversation with someone, and you are just waiting for that conversation to lead to you being able to sell them or recruit them into something, that completely destroys any type of value or relationship or anything good that you just had in that conversation. It breaks down that authenticity of it and just shows like, oh, this was just for a sale. And that's not okay. And, talking to people about, their lives and like what's good. And it's like, girl, you're just manufacturing and faking relationships. And you can say all day long, no, like you can support people's businesses and like it doesn't have to be fake. And of course, one of my best friends owns a boutique. And I'm there more than once a month, but I purposely go to like spend money there for like events and stuff. And, if I need an outfit for something, I'm going there because I want to support her and she has great stuff. And like, even if I just buy like a ring or like a necklace or something, like I always want to be able to support her. And I love her so much. And like I said, she got great stuff. I think what people get confused on when they're in an MLM, like they think that's networking. That's not networking. When you're networking, all parties involved in the conversation understand that you're networking. It's not like one person's networking and trying to sell you something and then the other person like thinks they're making a friend and like thinking someone's there for them. Or it's just like an innocent conversation. Like that's not how that works.
And what we have to offer them is really, really incredible. The third thing that is working really goes right along that, and that is building community. If you're looking around, you're like, I see these people working together and I wish I could have that. That is not the way you have to look at that. You have to look at it and say, not where can I find the community that already exists. You have to look at it and say, where can I create the community? Where can I make it? Where do I build it? Don't go look for it to already exist. You go first, you find people, you build community, you lead, you gather, you initiate, you do it. And that is where the growth comes. There is not a single person I have seen be successful in this business who is not leading out and creating community and bringing people together and speaking confidence into them and speaking life into them and speaking hope into them. And it takes time.
Speaking life into them? You're not a Jedi. You can't just transfer your life source. That's not how that works. Who are you, Grogu? Ugh, disrespectful. So I'm confused by like what she just said, because like your community, I think what she's trying to say is like, instead of working with like your sideline, like the person who's like on the same level as you or whatever, like, or like people who are already on your team, go out and like recruit more people. But it's like, obviously, but they say it as like, go build a community. Can you just say recruit people, go out and recruit people? Just say that.
It takes time and it takes effort, but it is so worth it. And that is when you look up and all of a sudden you are surrounded by these people. And these are the messages I get where people are like, oh my goodness, it's finally coming true. And you guys, it's not like they started last week and they're like, my community showed up on my doorstep this morning. Like they started years ago and they are building this and continuing to invest and continuing to look at people and say, I see you as a part of this with me. I see you doing this. I see your ability to do this.
Oh yeah, she's talking about recruiting. Okay. And like maintaining and like retaining your downline. Isn't it funny how she's like, oh, and you look up one day and there's your community. How culty does that sound? There's your community. There's your whole downline. You wake up one day and you look up and there's your cult.
Yes, you have to call that out in people if you want to have that community. So, but that is what I am seeing work. Regular in-person classes, sharing your life and what you love consistently, in-person, online, anywhere, and building community, in-person or online, wherever you want to build community, going first, reaching out.
Okay, so the 3 things that she sees that are working: in-person classes, in-person events is what she means, in-person events, frequently, that's going to cost you a lot of money, oversharing and creating false relationships for your own financial gain on the internet or in person, whatever, you know, reaching out and recruiting people. You think that people on your team don't already know to do all this? What have you been doing that they don't know already to use social media to market, and to grow an audience and to connect with their audience? I guess to have in-person events or to be able to educate others on like what they're doing. That like emotions class they're having though sounds super creepy. Take all the fluff away and that's all it is, and that sounds like so dumb.
Drawing people together, interacting with them on a regular basis, and being driven by the things that you all collectively want and need, and the ways that you can grow together. Here are 3 things I see that are not working. So these are the things that we need to shave away so that we have more time and more room for the things that are working. One is throwing out products randomly and occasionally. Being that person who kind of doesn't do anything for a long time and then just randomly throws out, we're having a sale, here is a product. People have no like appreciation for that. It doesn't have any value to them. They don't understand what it is. They don't know why they should want it. So it doesn't matter to them why it's on sale, because they have no reference point for why in the world that product matters to them. It is 1 in 1 bajillion products that they're seeing thrown around. And it takes a lot of times of getting something in front of someone. That is why we're running the challenges, because it allows us a full month of just talking about something and learning about something and sharing about it and really focusing in on something that gives people a month to wrap their mind around it, think about it, realize why they would want it, realize the benefits, all of those kinds of things. It's really, really crucial and important that we are not just all over the place and what we are talking about, and that people aren't just like, oh my goodness, there's yet one more thing for me to think about and I don't have time to figure it out or to get my questions answered on it. Repeating really basic information over and over and over is working. Repeating ourselves.
That sounds like you're being annoying and info dumping. Yeah, definitely listen to this lady though.
Repeating ourselves, showing ourselves using things, showing ourselves doing things. This month with our challenge, we're sharing ourselves moving every day. This starts conversations. I'm moving every day. I'm walking. And then you could video yourself while you're walking, and you could chat about what you think about while you walk. You could chat about, what helps you to move consistently. You can chat about all of these things. We're giving you opportunities to open conversations. We gave you these cute stickers, and it's like, I moved to day 15, and you can create all of that. Next month, we're diffusing every day. It's just a conversation builder. It gives you the ability to create that repetition around what you're doing, and it lets people aren't buying products not because they don't think the products are good. They don't see themselves using them. They don't understand what that looks like for it to become a part of their life. Why would they create a new habit when they're already struggling to fit in the habits that they have? It's going to have to take something off their plate. It's going to have to help them. And so we did our thieves every day, and we cleaned every day. People already know that they need to clean, and so we helped them remember to clean. Now we're helping them remember to move their body every day. They know they need to do that. Next month, we're going to help everybody remember to diffuse every day and talk about the emotional benefits. We all know we need that. These are the basic things that we have to come back to, not the random stuff where it's like, you should just buy this product that you don't know that you need. Unless you have a lot of trust built with a following, then where they just want it because you like it and you want it, you are going to have to work on just creating those conversations with people. The second thing that is not working is having a few classes a year. Yes, in-person classes are working.
You know what's funny is that I think she's basically just going to say the opposite of what the do's are. Obviously, if something is on the do's list, the opposite of it would be on the don'ts list. Like,
you have to give time for other people to invite. You have to see what works and tweak it. Like I was talking about before, throwing out a random couple of classes here and there is not going to do it. It's not going to, you're looking at other people and you're like, why does that work for them? Because they had multiple no-show classes and multiple classes with small amounts of people and multiple classes where they forgot to invite until the last minute and the list goes on and on and on until they hit on what their community was wanting, what their community was responding to, and what their community was making time for, and the ways that they needed to invite. You have to keep doing it. It's just like marketing, just like any business. You get up and you try it again, and then you try it again, and then you try it again. We have an expectation that this business will grow without us doing the work that every other business has to do, and that is arrogant. It is arrogant and conceited for us to think that we can grow a healthy, thriving legacy business, but we don't have to do the work. We don't have to do what every single business has to do. There is so much done for us in a network marketing business. We are already having so much given to us by the fact that these incredible products are here, the best. They always work.
No, they don't always work. The business model also doesn't always work. It typically does not. And we have so much done for us. What are you talking about? Y'all are the sales and marketing. Like, you don't have much done for you at all because you are a 1099, you're not W-2. So therefore, like, you lack that support. So, ma'am, what are you talking? It's just so, ugh.
They always work for everybody of every age and every way. Like, they always work. That is the work that is done for us. That is what makes what we do amazing and easy in so many ways. But we have to go do the part of the work that is our work. And that is the marketing and the figuring out of what works. That's going to be our job. And we have to get out there and do it if we want to see the actual growth. The third thing that is not working for people is fear. And I know this is hard. And I know that it just seems like we are in this place where it feels like whatever opinion you throw out and whatever thing you like and whatever thing you talk about, that someone can just dismantle it in 30 seconds and tell you all the reasons that you shouldn't think that, and you shouldn't use that, and you shouldn't do that, and you shouldn't sell that, and you shouldn't all the kinds of things. Who cares? They are entitled to their opinion. It's fine. We can just move on. They are entitled to the fact that they think all the things. People think I'm a horrible person because I have 9 kids. I'm not sending any kids back over it. So that is just how it works.
Ma'am, you got 9 kids? Also, I doubt anyone thinks that you're a horrible person because you have 9 kids. It's probably because I don't know anything about this lady. Keep in mind, it's probably because of your parenting style, maybe. Or like certain things like about that. Probably not because you have 9 kids. Probably more so of like how you're parenting or handling those 9 kids. And no wonder you're trying so hard to make money off this. Good Lord. 9? Did they all come out of you? You should probably stop at some point. You're trying to repopulate the earth?
People think a lot of things, and they're very brave because they're sitting on keyboards, and they're very brave because they've never tried it. And they're very brave because it's very easy to have an opinion when you're not the one in the arena doing the work.
Correct. It is easy to have an opinion when you are behind a keyboard. However, I agree with that sentiment. People get real brave when you don't know who they are. People are also just stupid. So don't listen to them. Who cares? I have never actually tried network marketing. I know. Hold the phone. I joined 3 different ones and quit all of them within 72 hours of joining each one. Because I was like, oh shit, I got bamboozled. I'm out. Never tried meth or heroin. And I know that I shouldn't do those things. And I also, thanks to science and history and other people's experiences that have been documented, I know what the effects are. I know what would happen, and I don't want to do that. It's not like y'all are a vault of secrecy and that there's no statistics and no one sharing anything. That's all y'all do. Y'all don't shut up. Y'all will not stop talking about it. That's how everyone knows that network marketing is a scam. So yes, you can have an opinion about something even if you've never tried it.
You keep your eyes on the people that are interested, the people that have questions, and they are out there. There are so many people that just desperately need answers. That has not changed. It is not going to change. And emotionally, people need more than they have before. Physically, they need more, and they really don't know where to turn. And that is where we have to get in and listen to them. Listen to what they need. Listen to what's going on. And I am finding more and more, honestly, as I'm talking to people in person, they're like, oh, you have Young Living? I have just meant to do something about that because I know, do you have hormone stuff? Do you have this? Do you have that? It's like half the work is done for us because they already know a little bit about who we are and that we have good products. And I can't tell you how many times recently I've heard I've been meaning to find somebody I can buy that from. How about me? How about you? How about all these people that were just right there, ready and waiting, but somehow they don't know to ask us. They don't know how to get connected with us. They don't know what to ask us. And we have to make that as easy as possible by the way that we talk, and the way that we share, and the way that we listen. So fear is not working for us, and we're going to have to get rid of it if we want to be.
How come when she says fear, I feel like she's actually saying self-awareness? Yeah, I feel like that's what she's actually saying. Did you just see my face when she said, do y'all have hormone stuff? No, they don't. They got stinky, smelly oils. That's what they got. You know who else has stinky, smelly oils? Target. How could you work for a company where the founder was such a wackadoo that he, how do I say this without getting demonetized? Ended the very short life of one of his children, an infant, a newborn, because he thought that they could breathe underwater when they're first born. So he said, yeah, just leave it under there for an hour. Nothing like practicing medicine without a license, hey?
People that have the things that you get when you aren't scared, when you push through the fear and you do the hard things. There's just nothing in the world. Honestly, I can't think of a single good thing that you can get in life without being scared out of your mind. It is scary to be in relationships, to build a future. It is scary to start to try new things. It is scary to put yourself out there. It is scary to do every single thing in the world.
It's not scary to do every little thing in the world. Sometimes things can make us nervous and we can second guess ourselves, but like, are relationships scary? We need to have a conversation about it. If you're scared of your relationship, like, what's going on? Not everything is scary. And your job, like, yeah, I understand there's like some jobs that are like you're put in dangerous situations. I get it. But like your network marketing business should not be scary. Your social media, like unless you are in danger, it shouldn't be scary. So that's a red flag. Stop trying to normalize people being clearly uncomfortable because their like flight or fight response is being like, hey, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm uncomfortable. This isn't right. Like I have a weird feeling about this. Listen to those gut feelings. Please listen to those gut feelings. And sure, sometimes you have to push yourself and you need to not second guess yourself. But that's not the same thing as like pushing through fear and, you know, ignoring red flags. Like these are also the same types of people who are like, don't let the devil attack you. Ma'am, it's not the devil attacking you. These are the consequences to your own dumb actions.
That leads to life change. And that is what we have to do, is recognize that fear as a sign of us stretching and growing our capacity and push through it. That is the way that we get through to the things that we are wanting to be different in our lives. All right, so those are the things that are working and the things that are not working. Now I have one thing that I want to hear from you, okay? One thing that I want to know is I want you to tell me one sentence that pops into your head when you think about your business, because I'm going to read through those sentences.
Now I obviously work for myself and by myself. Yes, I have an amazing editor who is just awesome and I love, and he creates great content on his own. Just so you know, I'll have his channel link down below. But also lady, Janice, I don't know her name. She looks like a Janice though. What I think about your business, a sentence I think of is, this is a scam and a commercial cult. That's what I think of. Also, I kind of can't get over how you have 9 kids. Is she fostering? Like, I have so many questions. So anyways, those were the do's and don'ts of business. Be consistent. Don't listen to your gut. Recruit a bunch of people. Overshare with people. Get people to talk about themselves and try to have relationships with people just for the sole purpose of recruiting them into your business, because you are a boss babe, hustle girl boss. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I was about to say, my stomach feels so full. No, you idiot. That's a baby. I'm so dumb. I hope y'all learned something. You probably didn't, but let's be honest, you're most likely entertained if you got to this point in the video. So I hope you have a great day-night weekend or whenever you are watching this. And make sure to log off if you find yourself getting annoyed at something or rage tweeting, or your thumbs are going too fast, or arguing with someone on the internet or through text or whatever. Baby, put that phone down. Go for a walk. Put your feet in grass. If you live near like a pool or something, go put your feet in the pool, girl. Go do it. Cool off them little toes. Those little piggies. Those little cute little piggies. Go get a massage if you want. Oh, log off. Be a good person. Do whatever you want. Touch grass, wash your butt, and stay spicy and assertive. And don't let people manipulate you. Okay, keep those boundaries up. I care about you. I love you. Subscribe, like, comment, all those things. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.